भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
Kirtan sometime. Jevrahan Dharmaroma Kunjavihari Gopijana Vallabha Nivaranari Gopijana Vallabha Yashodanandana Prajanarandana Yashodanandana Prajanarandana Namo Natira Jaya Radha Madhova Kunjavihari Gopijana Vallabha Nivaranari Gopijana Vallabha Yashodanandana Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. Hiranmayam Rajatam Shayyam That's okay. Sloka number is okay. Hiranmayam rajatam shayyam.
Rajatan Shayam Vasi Jirka
Vasamsi ajinakambalam.
Vasamsi Arjuna Kambalam
Kambalam
Nanratan ivan kanya.
Yanam
Rathan
Rathan
Abhinam Kanya
Haram Karim api.
Dharam
Dharam
Karim
Karim
Api
Api
Hiranmayam rajatam shayyam.
Hiranamayam Rajatam
Rajatam
Shayam
Sayam
Shayam
Kambalam.
Vasamsi Ajnati Kambalan
Lam
Nanam ratan ivan kanya.
Janam Rathan
Kanya
Kanya
Karim api.
Dharam
Priti
Karim
Karim
Api
Api Karim Api
Hiranyam rajatam shayyam.
Hiranyam Rajatam
Rajatan
Shayam
Shayam
Vasamsi ajinakambalam.
Vasamsi Ajina Kambalam
Ivan
Yanam
Yanam
Rathan
Rathan Kanya Dharan
Dharam
Priti Karim Api
rajatam shayyam.
Hiranyam Rajatam
Hiranyam
Shayam
Rajatam
Vasamsi Ajina
Ajina
Kambalam
Kambalam
Anam ratan ivan kanya.
Yanam
Janam
Rathan
Rathan Ivan Kanya
Karim api.
Dharam
Priti Karim Api
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hiranyam gold, rajatam gold coin, shayyam bedding, vasamsi clothing, ajina animal skin for seats, kambalan blanket, yanam horses, rathan chariot, iban elephant, kanya girl, dharam land, priti karim to provide livelihood also. The Brahman not only given well-fed cows in charity, but also gold, gold coins, bedding, clothing, animal skin seeds, blanket, horses, elephant, girls, sufficient land for maintenance. Anything was given to them. The Brahmana was not only given well-fed cows in charity,
Well-fed cows and
Out
charity
in charity
but also gold,
but also
Also gold
bedding,
bedding,
Gold coins
bedding,
Bedding
skin seeds,
clothing, animal
Clothing
skin
Animal
seeds,
skin
skin
seeds
seeds,
horses,
blankets, horses,
Blankets
blankets,
Horses
horses,
and sufficient.
girls and
Elephant
sufficient
girls
land
and
elephants,
for
girls, and
sufficient
maintenance.
sufficient
for
land for
maintenance.
maintenance.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hey, wait,
Purpose.
no, give other people also chance. Why you do like that? Yes,
Should I start?
yes, Father. Start. Anybody start.
Okay. All these charities were meant for the Brahmanas whose lives were devoted entirely to the welfare of society, both spiritually and materially. The Brahmanas were not given their services as paid servants, but the society provided them with all necessities. It was arranged for some of the Brahmanas who were in difficulty for marriage to be given girls. The Brahmanas, therefore, had no economic problems. The Kshatriya kings and rich Kshatriya kings and rich mercantile men would provide them with all that they needed. And in exchange, the Brahmanas were completely devoted to the elevation of society. That was the way of social cooperation between the different castes. When the Brahmana class or caste gradually became easygoing, being fed by the society, although they had no Brahmanical qualifications, they degraded themselves into Brahma Bandhus or disqualified Brahmanas, and thus other members of the society also gradually fell down from the social standard of progressive life. As described in the Bhagavad Gita, the caste system is the creation of the Lord and is arranged accordingly to the quality of work rendered to the society and not in terms of birthright, as falsely claimed in the present degraded society. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hiranmayam Rajatam Shaiham Vashamsi Ajina Kambalan
Asanchi Ajina Kambalan.
Amratan Kanya
Yanamratani Ban Kanya.
Kanya.
Karam Vriti Karimapi.
Gold coins, bedding, clothing, animals can see, blanket, horses, elephants, girls, sufficient land for maintenance. So who is doing what? First thing, the Yadavas have come to the place, Prabha Kshetra, and we know what has happened. They have been some kind of Brahma happened where they killed each other. But look at their feature, they're all very saintly, calm, peaceful. Therefore, we can know what happened to the Brahma. And they are in their proper consciousness. And this is a Vedic setup. But the Vedic setup, the Brahmanas do not work for maintenance. The Kshatriyas have a kingdom and they collect tax. The Vaishyas have a business, they generate money. Shudras have an employed and they maintain salary. The Brahmanas have no salary, neither they have any means of maintenance. But they contribute to, they are busy after knowledge. Kshatriya is busy after power. Vaishya is busy after money. Shudra seeks an employment. So how the Brahmanas really maintain? There was a symbiotic relationship. Suppose the Brahmana comes to anybody's house, he can give first most important knowledge of life. What is life? What is all about? Because people in the Vedic culture are very interested in spiritual knowledge. Like we are seeing, the Vidura is meeting Uddhava, and Uddhava is not describing why Vidura has traveled to receive spiritual knowledge. So society was simple living and high thinking. Very keen on high thinking means we are very keen on spiritual knowledge. So they can learn from his spiritual knowledge. That is the primary knowledge of the Brahmana. He's full of knowledge. He also has some secondary knowledge. He knows Ayurveda. He can solve anybody's health issues. He also knows Jyotish Shastra. He can see indication of time in the house. And he can give, therefore, is giving service to the society free of cost. Today, society talks about free medicine. It was there in the Vedic time. They talk of free education. It was there in the Vedic time. All given to Brahmanas. And because of the natural, pure life, not easygoing like today. Brahmana means samaha, full control of the mind, full control of the senses, and tapaha, very, very austere. And shaucha, very pure. They commanded respect to the society. And because of the purity, also they were the happiest people. More pure you are, more you become happy, even materially. Many people are not interested in spiritual life. At least they should remain sattvic. Because Satuguna is most happiest in material life. Tamoguna is madness, acute pain. Rajoguna is disturbed, pareshan. As Satoguna, there is some happiness. But Krishna consciousness is full of happiness. So the Brahmanas were all Vaishnavas, Astikyam. They were very happy, very happy. Not like today we have Nastik Brahmana, all Astik Brahmanas. Brahmana, they are not just Brahmana, they are Brahman Vaishnavas. And they are offering higher service to the society. In Bhagavad Gita also says, Yaganad bhavati parjanyo, annad bhavati bhutani, parjanya anna samava. Yaganad bhavati parjanyo, by yagna rain is coming. Who is doing yagna? The Brahmanas. So the king knows, because of this saintly Brahmanas, we are eating. He knows. Therefore also, anything they ask, he will give. Because he knows, we cannot understand. Today we say cyclone, rain came, we say all these things, correct? A big cyclone came, but actually nothing happens accidentally. It apparently looks that things are happening accidentally, nothing happens accidentally. Yaganad bhavati parjanyo, yagna karma samudva. True, Kalyuga, everything is topsy-turvy. But actually Prabhupada always used to say, any place there is shortage, just do yagna. And what is the yagna in Kalyuga? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Huh? Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam, Sangopanga Stapashadam, Yagnai, Sankirtana Pray, Yajantihi Sumed Sadhu. What is Yagna in Kalyuga? Nama Sankirtana. So individually, family-wise, nationally, state-wise, whichever you take, if enough Sankirtana Yagna is done, there will be no shortage. There was once Prabhupada was asked by a letter by somebody, there is so much shortage in our country, in our state, there is starvation. Prabhupada, do Sankirtana Yagna. You do Sankirtana Yagna, there will rain. When there is rain, there is grain. When there is grain, where there is starvation. But people will not do Sankirtana Yagna. They will not do. Then what can be done? They will not agree to do. They are a secular country. They will not do anything. So Yagnad Bhavati Parjanya, very important, Yagna is done. Then everything will be, all supplies will be given by the Lord. Because the Brahmanas are worshipping the Lord, and because of their worship to the Lord, not only Brahmanas, these are Brahman Vaishnavas are worshipping the Lord is supplying resources. To whom the resources belong? Actually to the Brahmanas. Therefore, the king knows the kingdom first belongs to them. And he is ready to give anything. And they are on the top of it, they don't want anything. They live a very simple life. Today morning we are hearing about Shukamuni. He is saying, are there not enough flat place to lie down? Why you need a cot and all? Are there not hand as pillows? Why you need pillows? Are there not water? Rivers stop giving water for drinking. Are the trees stop giving fruits? Why you depend on anybody? So such independence, there's great saints are showing. And the milk is there, no cows are there, palm. Why you need utensils? Hands are there. With the hand you can take milk. He's saying, not to imitate, but he is explaining such simplicity of life. It's mind-boggling, that level of simplicity. So if suppose the life is so simple, so he has no requirements. Anybody which maintained by other person should live a simple life. It's a common sense. Correct? Suppose you say, you read the Vedic injunctions so many times, we should feed Brahmanas. It is said like that. Correct? And you invite a Brahmana to your place and he eats 100 items, you really, what is this vairagya, He's living on others people's money. This is not the way to live. Correct? You should be always vairagi, not he's a, what do you call some bogi. He has so many desires for relishable items. So it's not good. First thing, person should be very pure. Anybody living on others' hard work, first thing he should be very, very pure. Otherwise, he has no right. And second thing is that he should live a simple life. People are very pleased and happy to give charity to such people. Correct? Who likes to give charity to a bhogi? People who give charity to a yogi, who is austere, who's simple, who's pure, who's full of knowledge. Samaha, his mind and senses are totally in control. Dhammaha, uh, uh, senses Dhamma. Tapa, very austere. Shaucham, very pure. Full of knowledge, full of realization. Uh, very simple and a great devotee of the Lord. So all these wonderful qualities made Brahmana so dear to the people. They were the symbol of purity in the society. They were situated in the mode of goodness, a symbol of purity, symbol of knowledge of society. And people are very keen. And full of knowledge means also full of happiness. If I have knowledge and I'm sad, doesn't make sense. How can you be knowledge and have sadness? Knowledgeable person should be very happy. That's real knowledge. What is the use of knowledge? It makes you sad. Nowadays, modern academic knowledge, they look at the book and they feel, oh my heart. They cry because they have to study the book, but it doesn't give you happiness. You don't want to study. They want to play games because that gives them happiness. Why they instead of studying, they play games? Because that gives them happiness. But somebody who calls as a Brahmana should have more interest in studying the Shastra than playing games. Because then he has the tasted. Then he has got taste now. What is your taste? A man is known by what is the taste. Brahmana's taste is pure knowledge. And Vaishnava Brahmana taste is a seva to Krishna, the pleasure of Krishna consciousness. The taste of Kshatriya is power. Taste of Vaishya is money. And taste of Shudra is sleep. So that different taste all are having. And they're cultivating these tastes. But not only a Brahmana should be a Vaishnava, you should try to convert everybody to a Vaishnava, everybody to a Brahmana. Brahmana is not something by birthright. Anybody can occupy that post by training. So he gives training to society and tries to elevate everybody to the Vaishnava Brahmana platform. That's the real Brahmana. So, and the goal of life is, at the end of the day, to become fully Krishna conscious, go back to the spiritual world. The Brahmana is symbol of somebody. Is symbol of somebody who's most advanced on this platform. The goal of life is spiritual perfection. Today, the goal of life is power and money. Therefore, the politicians do not retire even at 99 years. I have not seen any politician retire. Because what is the goal of life? Money and power. They will not leave it. Prabhupada says in one purport, I request all politicians more than 50 years to retire. Because youngsters will not do as bad as you do. They are not so crooked. Prabhupada says the letter. All should retire after 50. But they have seen anybody retire. They feel without that the country will die. How the country will run. One prime minister, when he was dying, he said how my country will run when he was dying. And by the time of the point he left the body, it was calculated he became a dog. See, just like we see the horoscope by birth, we get an idea what kind of person, what kind of person he will be. At the time you die, that also horoscope can be made and we can tell where you've gone. And he became a dog in Scandinavia, pro person. And his own godbrother, who was expert in that, calculated and told him. His godbrother, Sridhar Maharaj, he told him, he has become a dog. One man has two dogs, he has one of the dogs of a man in Scandinavia. What did they use? And when he was dying, he was saying, how my country will run without him. Ah, Papa, wonderful. He is worried about his country. What about him? When Prabhupada was in France, they showed a statue of Napoleon. Because France means Napoleon, Napoleon in France. That's a slogan. So Prabhupada said, France is there. Where is Napoleon? Some worm is stool somewhere. So that is how the society is. They do not know what is actually the achievement. So when you understand the achievement of life is Ante Narayana Smriti, who is the highest on that? Brahmana. He is in the front. He is the ideal. He is an inspiration. Correct? Today, society doesn't aim. Society aim is money and power. Therefore, who is the hero? Please take care. Don't unmute yourself. So, I don't know if force mute, because now I expect you all to be gentlemen and know how to keep yourself muted. So, So the goal of life was spiritual development. So who is occupying the front runners in that? And for me also, the goal of life is spiritual advancement. So for me also, the front runner is a Vaishnava. I take association. I look for an opportunity. So in Bhagavad Gita, why does Arjuna ask this question? Siddha prajna sa ka bhasha samadhi sasya keshava siddhi kim prabhasheta kimasita brajeta kim. Okay, I'm doing work of a Kshatriya, I'm doing here and there, but at the end I want perfection. How do I become perfect, Krishna? What are the symptoms of a person who has become spiritually perfect? Prajahati yada kaman sarva partha manogatan atmani vatmana tushtaha siddha pragnasa uchida. Isn't this qualification of Vaishnava also? Prajahati yada kaman, all kind of enjoyment is only hallucination in the mind. Is understood. It doesn't anyway satisfy. Punah punah charvita charvanana. We have enough time chewed the material enjoyment, it never satisfied us. But still you want to run after that. Atmane vatmana tushta, the person is fully satisfied in the self. Siddhapragna sa uchate, he is a Siddhapragna. And a Vaishnava Brahmana who is actually is a symbol of a Siddhapragna. So then very attractive for the whole society. Oh. So they're attracted to Brahmana. Why? Number one, he is giving free service to society, of giving free education, giving free medicine, and free horoscope also. Not charging like today. Everything free. Main thing, people want spiritual knowledge for it, but he has secondary knowledge of Ayurveda also, which people can take benefit. Number one. Number two is that the perfection of life is self-realization. He is the front runner in that. He is actually the success example for the society. Therefore, he was highly respected. And we see that when Sudama went to meet Krishna, there were so many gates, security for Krishna, done by the Yadavas. He was not stopped at any gate. That time, dress was not misused. Brahmana means he is a Brahmana, he is a dress. Even when a Brahmana went from the message from Rukmini to meet Lord Krishna, it was not difficult for him. Gates were immediately see Brahmana, they'll open the gate. In the Vedic time, he will never be obstructed anywhere. He can walk anywhere. When Prabhupada also said that I'm trying to spread Krishna consciousness, message of Lord Krishna, this world is the kingdom of God, to stop me is a sinful activity. They will not, because today it's only a dress. Vedic time, they will not even, today, then airport, there's the immunity. Means if you're a politician, they will not check your pocket. Acha. And they'll check sadhu's pocket. Because sadhus are donkeys. Actually, in the Vedic time, they will not touch also sadhu. They will not even look anything. Because they were pure. They will not say, open your jholi, you have to see what is there. They will not have. But today, politicians, correct? Yeah, I was once in an airport, so I was asking, why you have to see my, you don't trust me? Look my tilak dress. Swamiji, you have to check, no? Then why did you allow him to pass? Politician walked by. Why did you allow him to pass? You trust him, huh? Then he had no answers. Why you're trusting him? Okay, we cannot trust anybody. So that includes everybody, means everybody, no? Why the politician, they're not checked? There was a politician who was going to America with a woman. Now suddenly they realized that woman was not his wife. Suddenly realized he had taken 40 lakhs from that woman to take her to America and leave her there. They run around, So many people live there without any visa and passport. 40 lakh it took. Name is also there, some coda something. And he was arrested. Then he again won election, he is doing very fairly well. I think he must have, there was a big scandal that time. He was taking, every time he used to go to America, he used to go to a different woman as his wife. Not his wife. Because he had a diplomatic immunity. His wife will not be checked, luggage, nothing. Just walk. So he walked. So they got a doubt. He's checked her, that is not his wife. Then he was arrested after. So they say they are immunity, but they are doing so much kachara. Anyway. So they were given so much privileges because in that time, dress will not be misused. The Vaishnava means he is actually a Vaishnava. It was rare, it was misused. Ravana misused it, was rare. Indira misused it, was rare. It was not actually misused. When Indira wanted to steal the horse of Ritu Maharaj every time came in a different dress. He misused that dress. It is noticed. I said, because of Indra, giving a bad example, Kaliga, we have such people. When Ravana took a dress of a sadhu to cheat Mother Sita, it was misused, that dress. But it was unusual. Therefore, Sita could trust sadhu will generally not be a cheater like that. They will maintain a symbol of purity, very high. So now they are the symbol of purity of society. They are giving so much service to the society, and they are also the front runner in the ultimate objective of life. And they are the best help for my ultimate objective of life. And by serving them, we serve Krishna. Correct? It says, Lord Shiva says, no? Aradhanamapi sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param tasmad parataram devi tadiya nam samacharam. Among all the worship Vishnu is highest, but better than worship Vishnu is worship his servants. Therefore, the Vaishnavas worship like that in the Vedic time. And therefore, the kings had no hesitation to give whatever they need. For their livelihood, they need some land, they will easily, happily give. They need some cows for maintenance, happily they will give. Anything they want, they will give very happily because they live a very pure life. Animal skin for seed because they may be doing some tapasya. Skins means snakes don't climb. Before, when they do meditation previous time, they sit on an animal skin. When Samika Rishi was in meditation when Maharaj Parikshit entered. He was even wearing an animal skin. Sometimes we even Vaman Deva got a straw belt and an animal. So not that they kill, but anyway, Kshatriyas who go for hunting, they have skins. They give to the Brahmanas if you need. They may for tapasya may use it. So they were used because snakes don't climb. Correct? They know it's as if. That's why it had a utility. Maybe soft seat also. But not that you are killing animals for that. Just like Mridanga also has cow skin. So now we are using. It's not, the animal is not killed for that. But anyway, the animal dies. Everybody will die one day. The skin is used for that. And then horses, if they need. Elephants, if they need. Girls. Today it's very big problem. The Brahmanas don't get wife. I'm not talking about ISKCON devotees. I'm taking outside. Ask them, they don't get wife. It's a big joke. Because all the Brahmana girls, so-called Brahmana girls, they want to live in big metros and they want to roam around malls up and down. They are all bogus, just imposters. And so they don't get husband, they don't want to marry bhatrus, pujaris. So many people told the pujaris in temples, they don't get wife nowadays. Because they want to marry in their caste, the girls. And the girls want to marry, they're not interested to marry bhatrus. Ask, big shortage is there. They all want to marry somebody in Bangalore, Bombay, who is enjoying. They don't get wives. So if they can, in the Vedic time, they go to the king. Any problem like that, king arrange a girl for her to get married also, in case there is a shortage like this. Anyway, they're not like that in the Vedic time, but today it's like that. And sufficient land for him, whatever he needs, happily they will. It's not they are giving the sattvic charity, rasic charity, tamasic charity. Bhagavad Gita is there. Sattvic charity is given at a proper place and time with respect. Rasi is given grudgingly. Tamasic is given at a wrong person, a wrong time, wrong place. It's not auspicious at all. So these Brahmanas are actually given sattvic charity with the respect at a proper time and place, happily given. Sometimes you go for Tirth Yatra and the Brahmanas come, I'm Brahmana, give me some dakshina, they say. Because Vedic culture is to give dakshina to the Brahmana. But he has no symptoms of Brahmana. Because Brahmana doesn't ask. He gives service. People automatically give. Just like we had, when you go to the real Panda, they will explain the whole place. They take around everything. At the end of it, you will definitely give something. Why they make them so cheap? Give me 10, and they ask 10 rupees. Why you are asking? People will give. In fact, there is one place we have in Vrindavan, one real Panda we have. It does not ask. And very calm, very peaceful. We always find him in Kusum Sarovar. He explains the whole place. No, you were getting late for you, Last time I remember we went. Very nice, saintly person. So we identified her. We always look for her. Said then, so we said, can you explain a little? No, must be getting late for you. No problem. No. We want to hear you. And he spent, 15, 20 minutes explain all Leelas of the Lord at that place. We are so happy. And then going on to tell, no, I'm fine. Let we force some money in his pocket. That's a real Brahman. Every time we go, we identify with his person doesn't ask money, and he's a person doesn't harass you. Very peaceful. People go to him. Can you explain? Okay, explain. Isn't it? So these were the ancestors of in the ancestor. Real pandas were like that actually previously. Just like you go to any holy place, and there are so many leaders of the Lord at that place. We want to know. Otherwise, it's just a building. He makes a real panda will make the whole Tirthala alive with the narration of the Lord's pastime, with the history of the Lord's activities at that place. We feel very happy. And then he gives the prasadam, he arranges everything. We feel so grateful. Then what do? You definitely happily give dakshina. So there is commanding dakshina, not demanding. That's how the Brahmanas used to live. In fact, there are two ways you can get money. One thing is daya, one thing is seva. Sri Radha Govinda ki. So here, our encouragement to people should be, yes, here it is, we're worshipping Radha Govinda. Would you like to do some seva? Not daya. Not that, sir, uta illa, dud kodi. That better die of starvation than ask like that. Correct? I don't have food. No. Would you like to serve Radha Govinda? Yes, I like to do so. Yes, that's what, welcome. You're serving, you can also join in serving. That's a very good attitude. Be a part. Be a part, small or big, that doesn't matter. Do something. Then people feel very happy and encouraged. But you say, no, I don't have food. Can you give me some food? Better starve to death than even speak like that. Daya we should never take. But seva is what we should take. Correct? Either you earn our own livelihood. But if you depend on charity, it should be a seva out of respect given. No money nowadays. We should not speak like that. It's a seva. Would you like to do some seva? Yeah, I like to. So these are the Brahmanas of that stature. They're not looking for daya from the Kshatriya. No food, no girl. Would you need something? Yeah, I need something. Then he will have. But otherwise, they will not be going around society and begging people for their maintenance. They are serving the Lord, and people are so happy that their money has been used to maintain such people who are the symbol of purity for the society. So Yadavas, we can already get a hint now that this kind of stature they are maintaining, definitely what happened was the Brahma created by Krishna. If they were drunkard woman hunters, as some people picturize them, and therefore they fall, then why they are in this condition? Why they are in this condition? They are giving charity to the saints. They're exhibiting all wonderful symptoms. It was a momentary Brahma created by Krishna so that they can go back to Devatas. Mostly they were Devatas. Their time is over now, or they can go back to their abodes. That was the whole plan of the Lord. Krishna did not want. Krishna removed. Bharavatara Anye, Queen Kunti says, you came to remove burden of the earth. And huge armies were burden on earth. And Krishna's Israel army of Yadava was massive. It was the burden on earth. So Krishna wanted to remove it. And also, there was no way anybody could have defeated them. They are too powerful. There was no possibility anybody even fighting. The Yadavas are so powerful, they went to heaven. And there is Sudharma. That is the name of the assembly house, if I remember correctly. They plucked it out of heaven and put it on earth. When Krishna goes to palace, it should be the best palace. In every country, they have what they call different countries. White House, there's Delhi also they want to build, and then controversy now because of Corona. Whatever it is, they want every country known by the assembly house. That's like the Karnataka, your Vidhan Sabha. Lakhs of crores put to construct it. Prabhupada used to joke. They make expensive car, then comes out as a fourth class man. But whatever it is, they want big buildings for themselves, big buildings. So same way Yadavas felt, why not Krishna have the best building in the universe? And where it is? In heaven, assembly house. They brought it in Dwarka and kept it. No Devatas can even think of fighting with. They're so powerful. Pradyumna headed up Pradyumna, all were so powerful, the Krishna's sons. Correct? Pradyumna was the head, Rukmani's son, all were so powerful. And they brought the assembly out. Krishna knows nobody can even challenge them, not even the Devatas. So let them also go as I finish my pastime. So Krishna arranged that pastime where they fought among themselves and binded up the whole Yadava clan. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Any-
Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Tomorrow is Ekadashi, morning shloka chanting. Please do join. And evening is Sankalpa. Those who are not done, you missed. You are welcome. And then on Tuesday is the this thing, Narasimha Jayanti. You are welcome for that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, a question please.
Yeah.
What time would be the Bhakti Shastri class please?
No, it is time tomorrow.
Hi,
Clashing.
sure. Good
Tomorrow,
morning.
tomorrow the time is clashing.
Srimati.
Tomorrow it is clashing with the shloka chanting in the morning. We will not have tomorrow. Okay, now see all the Bhakti Shastri people, we have given you a group to join. What is that on?
Telegram.
Telegram. Please, you get in. Please join that group. You get information there. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare.
Write to me, Diya Mataji. Initiation, write to me. Hare Krishna.